Hi guys, my name is Kirby and today we are going to do cookie science. We are going to learn about the science behind cookies and see how temperature affects them. So, we are going to be making a cookie dough. We're following a simple Nestle back of the bag cookie recipe. You can follow along with my recipe or use any recipe you want. The dough will be the same for the experiment. We'll cook one batch of cookies at 350 degrees Fahrenheit and one batch at 375. So let's make some cookies. Hi guys, if you want to follow my recipe, stick around. If you have your own cookie recipe that you would like to use, you can skip ahead in the video. Today I am going to be making chocolate chip cookies. I'm just following Nestle back of the bag recipe. What we will need today is 2 1/4 cups flour, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon salt, 1 cup butter, 3/4 cup brown sugar, 3/4 cup sugar, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 2 large eggs, and 2 cups of whatever kind of chocolate chips you like. So we are going to get started with our dry ingredients. We are going to put them in this bowl. And what that is 2 1/4 cups flour, one cup, two cups, and a 4th cup. Then we need a teaspoon of baking soda, and a teaspoon of salt. Once you are done with your dry ingredients, you can whisk them all together. If you want, you could sift these later on so that they're really airy and light, but I'm not going to. Your dry ingredients are okay. They're ready to go. You can set those to the side. Once you're done with that, we are going to move on to our wet ingredients. You will need a bigger bowl and your cup of softened butter. You're going to get out either a hand mixer or a stand-up mixer, and you are going to cream your butter. Good. Once it's creamed slightly, you're going to add your sugars. You are going to need 3/4 of a cup of regular sugar and 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. When you measure out your brown sugar, you want to make sure it's packed, so you want to press it into your cup before you finish measuring it and putting it in. Once you have packed your brown sugar and it's at 3/4 of a cup, it's good to go. I am using light brown sugar. You can use dark brown. The difference is you'll have a more molassesy flavor at the end, but whatever you have and whatever you prefer works fine. So, once you have your sugars in, we are going to cream that together. Once your sugar and butter are creamed together, you can add in your eggs and your vanilla. And then 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Once you have your eggs and your vanilla in, you can mix it a little further, make sure everything is combined. Once combined, you're slowly going to start adding your dry ingredients to your wet ingredients and mixing. Once you're done blending all the ingredients together, you can fold in the chocolate chips. We are using 2 cups of chocolate chips of your choice. Once your cookie dough is made, it's ready to put them on 2 sheet trays. Once you have your sheet trays ready, you can either grease them or use parchment paper to go in the oven. I am using parchment paper instead because I think this is easier. Once you're ready, you can take 2 spoons or a disher if you have a disher and dish out or scoop out your cookie dough. You can make these however big you want. I'm gonna make mine pretty big and then just plop them down. You can use your hands to do this too if you want them to be nice balls. I know mine aren't the prettiest, but they're cookies and they still taste good. All right, your oven should be preheated to 350 by now, and the first batch is going to go in at 350. You are going to make your second batch. I don't have the same size trays, so I'm gonna make my second batch a little bigger. The temperature is 375. So if you like them to be a little more crispy, I would cook them at 375, more of them. If you like them to be fluffier, you could cook more of them at 350. and now your second tray is ready to go into the oven. These are going to go in at 375. So once your first tray comes out, you want to wait, let the oven heat up to 375 first, then put these in. In both batches, the dough spreads out. Why? The butter in the dough is melting. The dough then rises. Why? The butter. There is water in the butter, and when the butter melts, the water starts boiling. The cookies rise from the bubbling of the boiling water. Then, when the water evaporates, the cookies fall slightly. Is there a difference between the cookies cooked at 350 and 375 degrees? The 375 degree cookies get darker and crispier. Why? The sugar in the dough has melted in the 375 degree cookies. Caramelization is the process of sugar melting and becoming brown and runny like caramel. Caramelization happens at 356 degrees Fahrenheit. The 350 degree oven does not reach a high enough temperature for the caramelization, but 375 degrees does, and that is why the cookies are darker and crispier. Alright guys, which do you like better? The 350 degree cookie or the 375 degree cookie? This one is fluffy and lighter colored, and this one is darker and crispier. Either way, they're both cookies, so they're yummy. Alright guys, you can do this experiment at home with the help of an adult. I hope you had a good time today and you learned a bunch about cookies. See you next time. Bye.